At this point, women are just carrying the global economy by buying hockey romance. You know? This is Laura, actually. This is a podcast where we discuss fiction and fiction-related news.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I guess this is like a official, unofficial end of our season.
Right. Season finale. Okay. Fair enough. And then we're going on a hiatus.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
we can call it a season finale, so.
Yeah. There we go.
You're yawning.
I am yawning all the time. And I don't know why. I think because I'm very warm.
Yeah, no air.
Because all the windows are closed. Otherwise, I'll have warm air.
We have to warn people that you're yawning not because you're bored.
No, just cut if I'm yawning.
Oh, but like sometimes I talk and you...
Usually that happens closer to the end of the episode. You know,
Yeah.
like 15 minutes before, you can see that Paolo starts yawning. For your information, it's because we're recording for 2 fucking hours. And at some point I want to, you get to see like 25 minutes episode. My ass is sitting in this chair for 2 hours. So that's why I need some physical activity.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I am focused. I'm not going to have a coffee right now because it's 7 p.m.
No,
but
it's
I'm
7
focused.
p.m. Come on. You're not going to sleep later. But maybe you don't need sleep because you're reading fanfics about BTS.
Oh my God, I already read everything. Read everything. Well, not everything, but I read what's good. And I haven't succumbed yet to reading shit just for the sake of reading shit. Okay, so this is the next level. But I pick and choose, it needs to have like lots of hearts, lots of comments, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I only do canon compliant. So I can't read all of these like alpha omega dynamics, they're werewolves, they are billionaire husband, there's all these like he's a doctor, she's a teacher, there's everything you think you can, like everything you can imagine is there. Okay,
even like Omegaverse, seriously, like they made BTS Omegaverse.
That's the main material, that's the main it's mostly that.
Do you actually like Omegaverse, like
no
fiction?
No.
Have you read like books?
I don't think so.
Because I read one. It's Ailey Hazelwood. It's called The Bride. It's like a romantasy.
Okay. You recommended it to me, I think. I have it saved. Like,
yeah, it was so fun.
It's very famous on. Yeah, it's very famous on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
it's fun.
Never read anything like this, and for now, not planning to. So there's only so many good canon compliant or canon universe, at least, if not canon compliant, like canon universe, like fanfics I can read. And there was one that I started that was like, and this is very funny. I don't know if you want to include it in the podcast or not.
Yeah,
there was one that I started and it wasn't finished. And the last chapter came out like the day of my bachelorette. And I was literally walking to the hairdresser reading the last chapter because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to read it later. And there was no way I was going to wait like 2 fucking days to read it. So I was literally annoying. I hate when people walk down the street and they're in their phone. But I have succumbed to that sin. And I was literally like, and then sitting at the hairdresser, like anytime we wouldn't talk, I was just like reading. So moral of the story, do not start anything that's not finished if you respect your sanity. But why did we start talking about this? No sleep.
No
bus,
sleep, yeah.
Not a bus. No sleep. Club. Next club. Shall we discuss off campus? Don't you want to discuss off campus?
Yes, I want to.
Okay, so
yes, I'm gonna convince you to watch
this
it.
You're not the only one who's trying. This point, I'm getting these memes about how crazy I look trying to convince my friend to watch Off Campus. So this is the narrative now. Yeah,
this is me. For those who don't know, Off Campus is a recent romance series based on a series of books called Off Campus. And basically every book is based on a different couple. Yeah, at this point, women are just carrying the global economy by buying hockey romance.
Who would have thought 10 years ago that we would be discussing hockey romance?
I know, right?
Like on such a scale, continuously throughout 2026.
Twice in a year.
Twice. And it's like taking over the world, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think women figured out that like where did I read this? That like hockey guys are just like emotional support pit bulls.
Teddy bears, pitbull.
Yeah, because like they look so big and like very dangerous, but in these books they made them very masculine, but like not in a toxic way.
Yeah.
And it's
Which,
just,
to be just for the sake of saying that, is highly unlikely that this is in real life. Okay, is
of
happening.
course.
Like hockey
Hmm.
or where athletes are douchebags. Okay, let's make that very clear. 90% of male athletes in group sports are assholes. Okay, so do not fall for this. So why do we like off campus?
I feel like Off Campus like showed me that rom-coms don't have to be about like turbulent and like toxic love to be enjoyable. There's no girlfriend drama. I'm talking about women first. Yeah, the portrayal of girlfriends is great. Character who kind of tries to date the male character, but like he doesn't like her. You know, like this like rival of the main female character, basically, because like how do you call this?
So wait, the main girl with the huge helmet likes the dude that supposedly was supposed to play Zayden. When we don't know when he's not gonna play Zayden.
Yeah,
He likes some other girl apparently who is a
he
bitch.
doesn't like
He
no no
doesn't
no
like anyone. He
he
doesn't do
doesn't like
relationships.
he doesn't like anyone.
She uses big jock energy
Big
dude
jock energy dude
to
to
make the dude jealous, and in the
yes
process falls in love with big jock energy dude.
yeah.
And as she stops being interested in fake Zayden is interested in her.
Hmm.
Of course. Okay, great.
But
And what does hot big jock dude do about this?
well, a lot.
You'll have to watch and see.
Yeah, you have
You'll
to
have
watch
to
and
watch
see.
and see.
Here's what I wanted to say. Big joke dude sleeps. Um,
BJD, okay?
BJ.
We have code names. We have
Yeah,
fake Zayden, we have big jock dude, and we have girl with the
and
helmet.
girl with the helmet.
Because apparently she has this big ass helmet. I just saw the
I
meme
mean,
of her in this like enormous helmet.
but like they enlarged it. You know, you understand that they enlarged it. Like
Yeah,
the helmet is actually normal.
I know, but I would like to think that it was fake. It was actually in the show. This helmet.
Her name is Hannah, by the way. But like this
Okay.
big joke dude, he
Yeah.
sleeps with like in the beginning of the show, he sleeps with like a mean girl, and then
Okay.
this mean girl is like offended at him that he doesn't want a relationship with her. I mean, whatever. Doesn't matter. The problem, like the thing is, not the problem. The best thing about this show is that women, even like mean girls, are portrayed as humans. They're portrayed. They're like multidimensional. Finally, like
I
the
see you
bar
haven't
is
seen
low.
you haven't seen a series or a show with multidimensional women in a while.
It's rather about stereotypical romance shows or movies, and the fact that all the characters are multidimensional, not only the main character, you know, but like also
Yeah.
like mean girls and like all of them. Basically, the show is amazing because it like doesn't portray girlfriend drama, doesn't portray like men being dicks. It doesn't portray like love as a chaotic, toxic thing, and it's still exciting. Plus, there's like portrayal of consent and talks about consent between men, prioritization of female pleasure. It's very cute. It's very healthy. It doesn't demonize, you know, women who sleep with men casually. And it's just like very, like every person in this, in this series is nice. Even if they fuck up. And it's like such a refreshing thing to watch. It's a bit cringy, yes, because, you know, cute things are always cringy. It's just an amazing show. And also, if you don't consider the guys hot, you will consider them hot later.
You know what? Honestly, I'm willing to take that bet that it will
Yeah.
not happen. Something about him just doesn't agree with me. I might find other dudes hot, but not this main guy.
I watched a lot of scenes before starting to watch the show. I
Yeah.
watched a lot of them. Like all of this
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
on TikTok.
yeah. On TikTok, same.
It's just they don't show the best scenes when they start actually falling in love and like all of this like feelings and stuff. And I think he becomes cuter. The second season is gonna be about Dean and Allie characters, like a blonde dude. And I don't like blonde dudes generally, but and I didn't like the guy from TikTok videos. But then I watched the series, by the end of the season, I was convinced that he's a great character. Like he's a great hot
Like
guy.
lead. Okay.
Yeah, and the main, like this Garrett, his name, the character's name, the main guy. I don't know, like something clicks at some point when he starts like falling in love, and it's just great acting, I think. People who like romantic shows, go watch Off Campus, if I convinced you.
Yeah, I guess I'll watch it. I'll have no choice. Is it as good as Heated Rivalry?
It's different, I would say. I mean, Heated
Okay.
Rivalry is just separate, I don't know, it was also
Untouchable.
mind-blowing. Yeah, it's untouchable.
It's untouchable.
It is
It's
really hard to
sacred.
talk about Heated. Yeah, it's sacred. I don't think you can compare anything to Heated Rivalry because, like, also there's not much portrayal of like gay romance on screen.
In this series.
So
Okay.
in general on screen, so like Heated Rivalry
In general
stands
screen.
out.
Yeah,
Stands out
yeah.
a lot. The fact that there are like 2 hockey shows in 1 year.
Yeah.
And I'm
And there
obsessed
was
with both of
one, there was
them.
like a Spanish one or something like this, or like an Italian one. There's another one on Netflix that's coming out
Okay.
this year that's not English, but it's a Netflix series and it's also has to do with
Okay.
hockey. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, because I see the memes about, like me watching Off Campus, but in the back of my mind, I'm still there. I'm still with Heated Rivalry, so.
Still in the restaurant.
Exactly. I'm still at the restaurant. Every
Yeah,
time I
I know.
see a clip of the two actors, I'm at the restaurant. I feel like I didn't spend enough time obsessing over it because I just binged it overnight. And I thought I would never watch it. And then I watched it and it was just amazing. And then watched just a bit of like promo content and then that's it. And that was over. And then we moved on to the next thing. Like I feel like I could have been at the restaurant a bit longer. So now I'm like trying to go back to the restaurant slightly, Like I'm sending you memes a little bit here and there. Because they're just so adorable. I mean, the chemistry is just incredible. But here at Rivalry, it's toxic. So it works also because there's lots of tension and lots of kind of toxic communication style.
I think the fact that they kind of learn to communicate, like they're still learning, and like in the end, it becomes like
It becomes
much less.
soft for
Yeah.
1.5 episodes.
Yeah.
If you think
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
it's just the last 2 episodes and not even maybe the full Palna Ultimate episode,
Yeah, but it's still like the show about dudes being vulnerable. So
Yeah.
I think that this is what works, and like I feel like when men are vulnerable, that's what we like.
That's what we like. Salt to us.
Zayden, when he says "my house, my chair, my woman," like, come on.
Wouldn't say that he was being vulnerable back then.
Well,
that's not the adjective I would use to describe him in that scene. But there were many others.
there is nowhere you could go where I wouldn't find you violent.
There's
so
many
like
others.
Oh my god,
yes,
I remember this fucking quote.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Anyway.
Day 0 of not thinking about Zayden.
Yes. We're resetting again.
We need an unknown actor. I've thought about it. We need a fully unknown actor. We need someone totally random, fine, dig, whatever. I don't want to see anyone who's been anything in anything. I'm not even kidding. They managed to find this dude for a love story, that looks exactly like JFK Jr. and somehow never acted before in his life. They can fucking find someone for Zayden.
The only thing is Josh Houston, he is asked a lot about Fourth Wing in the promos for Off Campus. It's literally like every other question about Fourth Wing. He's avoiding them, obviously, because like I think there is an NDA, probably. I feel like he is in it. If he wasn't in it,
he's just milking it for attention.
I don't think he's milking it for attention. I think he's
if
definitely
he's
somewhere
Zayden,
there.
I am exiting. I'm sorry. He can be Bodhi, I guess, and not even.
I think that he's probably in it, but I don't think he's. I hope he's not Zayden.
I refuse. This is serious topic. Okay, this adds anxiety to my life. Not knowing who Zayden is. Then they should have that's what I was telling you. Like I would have been fine living without an adaptation, and having Zayden in my mind the way that he is, rather than now an adaptation coming in and like taking over the image I've built about these characters and about these books and how they look and etc.
Anyway, we're gonna have another romance series on Netflix. The Chestnut Springs by Elsie Silver is being adapted, and this apparently is a cowboy romance. What do you think about cowboy romance?
No, there's already one. My Life with the Walter Boys.
Is it a
It's
cowboy romance?
yeah, kind of. I think so. I mean,
Okay.
isn't he?
I
They're on
don't
a
I don't
ranch.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe they're not cowboys, but they're at a ranch. So one of them is like, I think there are horses involved. Maybe it's not like a cowboy romance in the traditional sense, but it's popular on TikTok. This My Life with the
Hmm.
Walter Boys. And
Haven't
it's
seen
kind
much
of
of it though.
it's a sweeter Summer I Turned Pretty, because she's like
Mm.
also picking between two brothers. But this is like
Okay.
very teeny, very teeny.
Mm-hmm.
You still haven't watched Exo Kitty, right?
I started. I started
I have no
it.
words for you.
I
I have no
started
words
it,
for you.
and then I started Broadchurch.
Well, at this point, just leave it and watch it when season 4 is about to come out, because now I'm over Exo Kitty. So there's no point for us to discuss.
And off campus. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I started watching Euphoria.
Oh boy. Okay, just to make it clear, I'm not watching Euphoria.
So
There's
spoilers.
zero bone in my body that's interested in watching Euphoria.
So spoilers allowed, right?
Yeah, don't give a fuck. I already know that he got buried in this fucking casket, whatever,
I
blah
mean, I
blah
told
blah.
you.
I've seen most of it on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I've seen has been horrible. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not spending 2 weeks before my wedding precious time on Euphoria.
You know, they didn't show the scene with Rue and Faye swallowing bags of cocaine. I switched off the sound and I just like turned away. I mean, I just like skipped it because it was the most disgusting thing ever. I don't know why they had to put it like why they had to show it in such a detail.
Okay, I have the mental image in my head. That's fine. No
Yeah.
need to elaborate. Yeah, that's okay. Thank you very much.
It was disgusting. And like every character there like seems cursed. Jacob Elordi's character is lobotomized. I don't know. It's just I don't know if I'm gonna finish. I think I'm gonna
No,
like
but
skip
I
it.
saw a meme about like how did we go from like a toxic high school situation to Breaking Bad?
Hmm. Hmm.
Like this was
Yeah,
not the point.
yeah.
This was not the point. And at this point, just creating things. And he was like, okay, these actors are all grown now. Like, okay, it's not natural for them to play high schoolers, so
Teenagers.
let's put them in like real life scenarios. But
Real life scenarios, and that
that's not a
being
real life scenario.
buried, and Nate
Yeah,
Jacobs being buried, smuggling drugs. I mean,
yeah,
obviously it's real life for some people,
but
unfortunately,
yeah,
but like
yeah,
it's not for everyone.
yeah.
I don't know, like I don't know if I'm gonna continue. Probably I'm gonna like also put it on background and like skip some parts. That's the news about Euphoria, and thank God it's over. Thank God it's over. Oh, did you know that Project Hail Mary, our favorite Project Hail Mary, is apparently the highest grossing movie in 2026
So far,
so far?
well done.
I don't know if it's gonna continue with like Dune and Doomsday coming out soon, and Spider-Man, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna stay there.
Yeah, and I'm guessing it will be like an awards favorite as well. Like I'm sure that Ryan Gosling is going to be nominated for
You
that.
think?
I think
You think it's gonna
so.
be?
I think so. You don't think so?
I don't know. I think it's more comedic. I think he can be nominated for like Emmys and like Golden Globes, but like not for
Yeah, but
Oscars.
not for an Oscar.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
at the same time, DiCaprio was nominated for an Oscar, right? For his like comedic role, basically.
Yeah, but that was a serious movie and he was just in the comedic
Yeah,
role.
Oscar doesn't seem to like comedies that much.
Yeah.
I hope he gets an Oscar at some point because like
Well, he was nominated for La La
yeah,
Land
yeah.
and then fucking Casey Affleck got it.
Is he cancelled? Yeah.
Well, no, obviously not, because he got a fucking Oscar and he was already started being canceled that year. And then he got the
Oh,
Oscar
yeah.
for this Manchester by the Sea. And I was just like, you can't be for real. And we watched La La Land like a month ago, 2 months ago. And that's like Gosling's best acting work, period. Like he's so strong in this movie. And Emma Stone got the Oscar for that and he didn't. That's just fucking unfair if you ask me. Do we have anything else to discuss?
I think that's it. We are gonna When are we gonna record next time?
I honestly don't know. I'm not sure. I think we'll try to record in either the last week of June or the first week of July. So yeah, we'll be back in July. We'll see what's trending. We'll see what's out there then.
Spider-Man, brand new day.
We'll see if Paula is still obsessed with BTS. Hopefully not. Hashtag pray for Paula. I'm squeezing in the boys. I'm still planning my wedding, kind of trying to get married. Okay, over here, creating fucking menus and stuff. Still going to work. Still doing 8 hours of work per day. I'm still a productive member of society.
I need you to be obsessed with something else as well.
You just need to also be obsessed with me. That's the.
With you. I'm obsessed with you all the time.
No, well, yeah, duh, obviously. No, obsessed with you. But I don't even, it's such a hard sell. Like, I don't even know how to sell it to you. Like, there's nothing I can say or do to sell it to you. There's absolutely nothing that's interesting in there for you.
So yeah, I guess it is.
Thank you all
it is
for
the end.
listening. We'll
It is the
try
end of the
to
season.
still put some content maybe in our break. Maybe a blooper reel. Maybe a live stream from the wedding. We'll see how it
Ooh.
goes.
Live stream
We'll
from
see.
the wedding.
We'll see if Ksenia feels adventurous with
I
the
ordered
mic she bought.
so...
Yeah, with the little tiny little mics.
Little tiny mic. I'm gonna be like, you know how they do, with this.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Interviews with this mics. Okay, we should stop.
We should stop. Bye, everyone. I'll see you back when I'm married. Ciao. Bisous, peace and love.
Bisous.